I want you to sketch a few lines for me. Can you sketch the line y equals 1? Also the line y equals 2 and the line y equals negative 3. Can you do that? Now, let's see what they look like. I said sketch because in an exam, they would ask you to sketch and not plot these lines. But let me just plot a few points first of all. When you say y equals 1, remember this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. All right? Now, there's a certain line on which y is equal to 1. If I want y equals 1 and I want to plot a point y equals 1, you notice it didn't say anything about x because it doesn't matter what x is. So I can choose any value for x as long as y is equal to 1. Y is equal to 1 right here. But it's not just a point. What happens here? X is 1, y is equal to 1. So y is 1. It also occurs here. What happens here? You can see that it is above x equal 2. So it's x equal 2, but it's beside y equal 1. So this is another point. Let's come over here. When x is negative 5, what happened? What is y? At this point, x is negative 5, y equals, well, you guessed it, 1. So, all these points, if you keep doing it all day, you get a point, you get a series of points in which this line can be drawn through all of them. So this is the line y equals 1. All right, let me write it over here. Y equals 1. You see that? What about y equals 2? Well, this is the line y equals 2. I'm trying to keep it straight as I can. This line, on this line, y is equal to 2 at all points. Here, at this point, we have 5, 2. X is 5, y is 2. At this point, we have 4, 2. When x is 4, y is 2. At this point, we have 3, 2. When x is 3, y is 2. It doesn't matter what x is. The important thing is here, y equals 2. So right along this line, where whichever point you identify, you will see that y is equal to 2. Right? Now, what about y is equal to 3? No, I mean negative 3. Y equals negative 3. Even though x keeps changing, the fact is y is equal to 3. Y is equal to negative 3, I mean. So, this is the line y is equal to negative 3. You see that? So, you have to remember to draw these lines. Now, let me concentrate on this particular line a little bit. Oh no, it's gone. Let me draw it back. This line here. Y equals 2. Now, the thing is, this could be in the form y equals 0x plus 2. So that you have no x. 0 multiplied by x is 2. What is the gradient of this? Of this line? it is 0. You can see it here, 0 times x. The number that multiplies the x here is the gradient. And the y-intercept, where does it cut the y-axis? It's at 2. So it still obeys the general equation of a straight line. Now the thing is this, the gradient is 0. If you should try to form a right angle triangle, the height or the rise would be what? Say between here and here, what would be the rise? As you go left to right, the rise would be 0. Overrun. Between here and here, it runs 1, 2, 3, 4. Overrun, you have 4. 0 divided by 4 is 0. No matter which 2 points you take, it's 0. The gradient is 0. Alright? Now, suppose you try the formula with the x and y's. If you call this point 1 and this point 2. At point 1, you have where x is 1 and y is 2. 1, 2. This is x1, y1. At point 2, the point is above x equal 5, so it's 5, comma, and it's beside y equal 2, 2. So this is x2 and y2. Now, if you apply the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, well, it doesn't matter if you start with 1 and say y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2, same answer you get. But I personally just like to start with 2, but whichever your preference is. y2 minus y1. y2 is 2 minus y1, which is 2, over x2 is 5 minus x1, which is 1. 2 minus 2 is 0 divided by 5 minus 1 is 4. 0 divided by 4 is 0. So again, you have a gradient of 0. Right? So if it is level, the gradient is 0. In other words, if it is level, it's not steep. It has no steepness. Right? It is just flat. So that's the graph of y equals 2. But generally, you have a horizontal line whenever you have an equation in the form y equals a, where a is just a number. In this case, a is 2, so the line passes through 2, and it's a horizontal line. Alright, we will examine this topic some more in a different video.